Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy DT3, man, and I'm back at you with another video, man. New media, notification gang, God Squad. It's what it is, man. Check this out, man. I just saw a video about Red Catch and Tank Davis sparring via Fight Hype. Shout out Fight Hype. I spoke on it earlier in an earlier video about Tank being dangerous still from rounds 1 to 6. But I have to say this after seeing that video, Tank, you full of it with that shit. You only sparred Red Catch 4 out of the 6 rounds that evidently you claim that y'all was supposed to spar. Strike 1. Strike 2 is it was stated in this video, this recent video, that there were to be no cameras in this sparring session. Strike 2. Strike 3. You had us all fooled, Tank. Now don't get me wrong. You did give Red Catch a hell of a run within that 30 to 45 seconds that we saw you whooping Red Catch's ass. Don't knock that. I ain't taking that from you. Between that 30 to 45 seconds, you was beating Red Catch's ass. I give you that. But what about the other early rounds when y'all was sparring? What did that look like? Or was it Red Catch was running out of steam and you kind of just turned up on him when you saw he was running out of steam? How was it looking in the early rounds? Now, I'm not saying like Red Catch was probably mollywopping you or having his way or nothing like that. But I believe that it possibly could have been a little more competitive. And on top of that, you only went 4 rounds and you agreed to go 6. So that also lets me know you are not in shape, Tank. You are a good fighter. Great talent, bro. But right now, your shit is pocketed. You look like you done had too much cheese in your diet. Okay? You supposed to be fighting Leo Santa Cruz pretty soon. I think you should be trimming down. You shouldn't look like you about 150. You should look like you about 140, 138, 142, maybe 45 at the most. But bro, you about a good 150, maybe 155 right now. People fail to realize that, Tank, you short and stocky. So people think you little in the sense because of your height, but you a fairly big dude for a guy your size. So in that, for you to be like 150, 160, that's fat for a guy your size. You shouldn't be that big, bro. Especially right now. You should be on par with your weight. I saw you running on that Fight Hype video too, where you was sparring Red Catch. You was also jogging. You looked terrible. You looked out of shape. That's why I said your conditioning and your cardio is in question. Your skills, your natural God-given ability, I don't question that. You got that. Beautiful. But your cardio, your strength and conditioning, the stuff that will have to carry you once your physical prowess goes away, you don't have that. So once a fighter, and there are not many fighters, but there are fighters that are out there. And there may be even a few that may surprise me or everybody else in the boxing world. But there are fighters out there that will stand up to you, Tank. There are fighters out there that can match you. And that will be better prepared to deal with you than other prior opponents. I honestly believe, Tank, that you're not ready for that. You're not. You're banking on your God-given ability and the little work you're doing in the gym because you're not really working hard. You're working out. I give you that. You working out. But you're not training hard. You're not honing your craft. You're not even doing workouts or sessions with your actual trainer. You all over the place. You're traveling. You doing all these extracurricular things that are distracting you from the sport of boxing. When in reality, as long as you are in the sport of boxing, you're supposed to always be in beast mode. You're supposed to always be in ready to go mode. You should be ready to fight in a 12-round fight tomorrow. If they were to call you to fight the top guy at whatever weight class you deem necessary to fight at for you to fight them this very weekend or in a week for that matter, you should be ready to go. And honestly, Tank, you are not ready for that. Okay? These fighters are not sparring the right competition to make them better either. If you are sparring guys that you're basically just mopping the floor with, that's pretty much just giving you a good workout, or they're basically just a mobile punching bag, your sparring is terrible. You're going to be able to make mistakes in sparring that you cannot make in a fight. Hence a Joshua Guerrero, who was constantly getting caught with a left hook because he kept dropping his right hand. So that lets me further know that when he was training for this fight, he had a habit of dropping his right hand, and his coach did not constantly correct him or make sure he broke that habit. To where when the fight came, he was getting caught with weak shit because he had a habit of dropping his right hand. Fundamental mistake. And I feel that when Tank fights somebody that is not of the same caliber of his sparring partners, because these fighters are not sparring good fighters, they're sparring journeymans and run-of-the-mill guys, basically moving mobile punching bags. So these guys are not getting better with their craft. They're only getting to a certain level, and that's that. You gotta spar better competition to get better. Because the certain mistakes or certain habits that you will make or you will have with lower opposition, you cannot have those habits or make those particular mistakes with higher opposition, whether you fighting them or you sparring. They will make you pay for those mistakes or those bad habits. And Tank Davis, along with Danny Garcia, hell, even Errol Spence, are not really sparring guys that are, in a sense, either their level or higher. They're sparring the same guys. They know what they're looking for. They know what they're going to get. And they're not sparring nobody that's really going to push them or make them have to go to different holes in their game to really show their real prowess in the sport of boxing. So, Tank, you out of shape, and you not ready to go 12 rounds with nobody, not even Leo Santa Cruz. You're not ready for it. You need to spar better opposition, and you need to get your weight down. You looking overweight. Your stomach should not look like it's finna pass your chest. Okay? You look out of shape. You shouldn't look like that. You're a professional boxer. You're a professional athlete. And to be honest with you, bruh, you're not living like you are a professional athlete. Boxing is a lifestyle. Combat sports is a lifestyle. You're not living the lifestyle of an actual successful boxer. You're living the lifestyle of just a rich dude, a rich black kid that came up from the hood. When in this game, you got the perfect example in Floyd Mayweather, who no matter how much money he made, no matter how much status or fame he attained in boxing, he still maintained a level of work ethic that you, Tank Davis, along with a few other boxers in the boxing world, do not have. And if you want to go somewhere deep in the sport, that's what you got to do. But we all know that Tank Davis does not want to be the best boxer. He just wants to be a star. So, we got a lot of dudes that want to be stars and don't want to put the necessary work it takes to be great in this sport. It is what it is. If you like the video, like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time I hit y'all with some hot shit. Follow me on Instagram at DT_boom. And of course, you know I'm in Twitter jail. But still. Follow me on Twitter at DBoyWSO. Man, you already know who it is, man. It's your boy, DT3, New Media, Notification Gang. God Squad. It's what it is, man.